Hey, welcome to college football. My name is Jesse. Before you jump into that video, make sure you visit coolatman100x.com to get custom ebooks and other things that's available on the website. Link will be in the description below. Also, visit the NFLShop to get yourself some Kansas City's Chiefs gear and your own personal team gear as well. And also, all the other sponsors will be in the description below. Now, back to Kool-Aid.
Yo, what's up, guys? It's your boy Kool-Aid100x. Welcome to college football. How you guys doing? So, let's jump right into it. We're going to be jumping into the Maryland's offensive playbook. We're going to be looking at a formation called gun tight doubles. The play is called PA wide receiver cross. Okay, let's jump into it, guys. Now, for the PA double, I'm about to say double R. The PA wide receiver cross is a little bit different to understand. So you actually have a play action in this situation. So the play action works. Don't get me wrong, the play action works very well. It's just like you have to have a quarterback to run play action well, because if you don't, the play action will be a delay. So for quarterbacks that don't have good play action ability, you have to understand where the play is actually coming from. So what I like to do here in this situation is sometimes I like to cancel it. So you can actually put the running back in a block, and that will work too as well. You can put the running back in a block and he comes out in that perfect play. So now you got that going across the middle of the field too as well. So it actually opens up a little bit more. Now, to distinguish this play, it's going to be squares being your main and the X is coming off the block for the play action. So if the X doesn't come off, you have a delay with that. So that kind of messed up the play. So in my instance, I like to put X and a drag going to the left side of the field. So when I do run the play action, bam, I automatically have him pretty much wide open or one-on-one or any type of player. So as you see there, yeah. So my only adjustment I would do on here is put X in here with the play action here. So this actually just opens up the whole left side of the field here. So it just gives me opportunity to just go one-on-one with all the corners and, stuff like that. Now, another instance to run this play, this is just with the play action. You can actually run the same adjustment without the play action too as well. You get the same feet. He usually open just like this. So like I said, this simple adjustment actually opens up so much across the middle of the field here. Another thing here, you can actually run, when you run a drag, you can actually do a double drag, which I like out of this formation too. Here, as you see this setup here, is actually good too because you're attacking both sides of the field. So in this instance, they all got jumbled up here. So you actually see that situation. So we're going to try one more time here and put him in a drag here. That's another situation with the play action. As you see here, this actually opens up a little bit of the field. But in some instances, they will back up too as well. And when they do a heat check there, that opens up the whole right side of the field with those drags too as well. So as you see there. So another thing that you can run too is that you can leave that square there. I will run X across that with a, post or a drag. You can do this with in play action too as well. So as you see here, bam, he got that spread too. Nice heat check. So once again, we're going to slam to the right here. So this opens up for the play action. Bam. He got that because he got to come down to a heat check situation. Because those linebackers is where this play is actually a little scary to throw, because these linebackers have to make that decision. So when you get that heat check, man, got a nice little throw there. And the reason why I say that, because I believe this is the same instance in Madden and college. As you see here, I do not stand how this happens. This is when they run into each other. This is the weirdest stuff. And this affects all your players, which I've noticed. And these bump routes affects all your players. It's either, in this situation, it's either a 50 or 50 chance your player might get open or not. It's either on the defensive side of you intercepting the ball, or the offensive side on you catching the ball. So be mindful of this situation, because it is annoying as heck. So And be mindful of that. But if they doing it consistently, see what I'm saying? That I wouldn't do that route. I wouldn't do it. Because it's an instance of where you can't do it consistently, because it happens literally every time. When you split these players, see how they just stop it. And just like I said, it works for the offense or defense, because this just made him wide open. See what I'm saying? So you can do some slick stuff like that, because I've seen a lot of either pro players do that to cause a collision. Because when they cause a collision, this actually opens up, other players now in the field. So, just like I said, it's a cause of collision effect in this formation. These tight doubles is kind of nasty because of this situation. Because a lot of people don't know. See how he bumps him? It actually opens up him way better. So, little tip, little secret. A lot of people are not really explaining Indian pros as collision receivers. And I feel as though I just opened the mode with that. So, yeah. So when people run tight doubles and you see your players getting bumped like that, that is the instance. So, but if you're running this offense, I like to do drags and drags underneath, but some of those sometimes actually get beat sometimes, but actually opens up the field more for you to actually run collective routes. So be mindful of that. So when you're playing off the field, just make sure you make the collisions of different routes a high-low situation. Because if you do, you'll be better accurate to throw, and test the line too as well. So when you're doing this, make sure you do a high level situation. If you do, you actually open up the field a little bit more better for you. But if you're trying to, do the little cheating ways, that is pretty much what people do in tight doubles. They actually make collisions to open up other players. So yeah. But I like to run streaks, and you can do situations with post situations like this, where it actually tends them down. This is off the play action too, but that window there is open. So I'm showing you what these people do in this game. So I just threw that away. So showing you what happens. So in this instance, when you run the post, look what happens. Bumps into him. So this collision made him, made the streak go deeper. See what I'm saying? So it opens up the streak. So if you're really a beast passer and you do things like this, like in this instance here, so off the play action here, and he runs underneath that bump there, you can get it literally every time. So when they run collision receivers out of tight doubles, this is pretty much the whole scheme of it. See how he delays them a little bit, beats them, then you can just throw literally up top and get it. He beats that delay every time, just doing this collision run. And a lot of pro players do it as well. Even a lot of pro players complain about it as well, if I'm not mistaken. So when you're doing this, be mindful of understanding where to take it in a way, because a lot of players don't like it. And when you're running post, and it's like a high level concept, I might do that in my membership, the high level concept in this instance here. So when you're running tight doubles, you have to really practice on setting up routes, because if you don't, you have whole collisions set up like this. So a whole bunch of collisions set up, and you wonder why my player went open, you bumped him. And sometimes it'd be your own player, or sometimes it'd be the defense. And some of these collisions open up plays for you, like you have, better body on them and stuff like that. So it gives you options, and I hate that about this game, because it actually makes it a little bit bad, because you really have to be mindful of that. In this instance, the best way to counteract that is I like to run table routes. And table routes is nice because you're cutting under the linebacker situation. So when you're running table routes too as well, this actually gives you a little bit more of a distinction, because now you're actually playing on the linebacker's time, and this opens up the drags and everything else. So that's a great way to run it out the doubles, to understand a little bit more and better. So yeah. So I hope you enjoyed my little breakdown on this collision course I gave y'all. I think this pretty much going to be a good video to explain that, because I think a lot of people don't explain the collisions you get out of these tight formations and routes that you run sometimes. So to give you an instance on how to run it. So I hope you enjoyed this play. I'm going to catch you guys on the next video.